We're sitting in front of Metro. It's Friday. It's Valentine's Day. Dave Pirner of Soul Asylum is sitting next to me. And Car Con Carne, sponsored this week by C&H Financial Services. Business owners, are you tired of your hard-earned profits going toward paying expensive fees every time your customer pays with a credit or debit card? We're happy to announce our partners at C&H Financial Services have the solution. C&H is the fastest-growing financial services company in Illinois, as recognized by Inc. magazine. And their patented technology allows you to eliminate 100% of the fees associated with accepting credit and debit cards as a form of payment. That's right. 100% of the fees. C&H will upgrade your business to the industry's leading point-of-sale system to streamline every aspect of your business for no cost. That's right, no cost. Visit freeprocessingnow.com or call 855-600-2437, extension 999, and start saving money today.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show.
All right, we had some audio issues as we got started, so we're just going to jump right into the interview. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. So we're talking about the book, and so while you're doing the Soul Asylum tour, headlining tonight at Metro, Local H opening up, you're also doing a book tour.
That is correct. I did my first book signing yesterday, and I should really know the name of the store. It was cool. They had cool stuff. I got a hip-hop coloring book and some cool postcards. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Happy Valentine's Day. Nothing says romance like hanging in a car with a stranger.
You got that right.
All right, so we were talking just before a little audio snafu about thinking about putting all those lyrics together, revisiting what is now, it can't be 4 decades, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, it probably is. Well, pretty close anyways. It's a long time.
So, I mean, the youthful Dave Pirner, the contemplative Dave Pirner, the Dave Pirner who's weathered tragedy and hard times, the romantic Dave Pirner. You kind of had to walk through all that.
Yeah, they're all in there. All my multiple personalities.
You know, the word survivor in rock and roll is thrown around a lot, as is icon and all that, but I really do think you are a rock and roll survivor. And that's not to say that, I don't know, it's not like a nostalgic thing. You're still cranking out music. You've got a new album out in April.
That's correct.
The first song I heard from that, was it Dead Letter?
Yep.
All right. It sounds to me like if Nick Cave joined Simon and Garfunkel in 1966, there's kind of like a dark folk vibe, like an Americana. Where was your head at when you put that one?
I don't know, but I've heard that. I like old Irish folk music, and that's probably where it kind of comes from. I mean, I just think it's hilarious to walk into an Irish bar and see a sign that says Danny Boy, $10. It makes me laugh because everybody wants this guy to play Danny Boy, so he ain't gonna play it for free. So I figure I'll just wear a sign around that says Runaway Train, $10.
Was there a time when you didn't play Runaway Train where you just refused to do it?
There was a couple of years there where I was like, let's don't give the people what they want. And it kind of backfired. People made me feel bad, and they're like, "Oh, we drove all the way from Alaska to hear our favorite song, and you didn't play it." Then that happened enough where I just felt like I was being an idiot,
Kind of a dick move.
Yeah, a little bit, I just thought, we should challenge ourselves and make more new songs that, people did not like that too much.
It seems like you've made your peace with Grave Dancers Union as being kind of a touchstone for a lot of people. I mean, it still informs a lot of your set.
Yeah, and I am not ashamed. I mean, it's a good record.
It's a great record. It's funny, when I posted online that we were going to be doing this, lots of incredible responses, and not less than a handful said, I grew up with that. That was my high school experience. That was, a transformative album for me. For any artist to have one of those albums is incredible. For you to actually keep creating music that made a connection. Weird Al Yankovic covered you.
That's true.
That's a high watermark.
That's when I really knew I'd made it.
He covered Misery.
Covered Misery and Black Gold, I think.
That's amazing.
Syndicated Incorporated, I think is what he called it.
Like talking about All in the Family and all the syndicated TV shows.
I saw him at a gig like a long, long time ago. Me and Danny were playing an acoustic set in San Francisco, and he was in the back of the crowd, and I just looked over at Dan and went, is that Weird Al? So yeah, he's been scoping us out for a while.
Understandable. Now, here we are in an election year. It's hard to think about you and not think about the fact that you played Clinton's inauguration. Was that a weird time? I'm sure you had to be vetted by the Secret Service.
It was cool. Well, yeah, they like speakers have something in them that bombs have in them also. So that was a little bit of a problem, but I had some weed in my pocket, so I was in the Oval Office with weed in my pocket. But yeah, he was great. I mean, we made jokes, and it felt cool to be sort of included in what the day-to-day of the White House and stuff. So, yeah.
So Hurry Up and Wait is the album coming out in April. As a band, as a touring musician now in 2020, I feel like perhaps it has more in common with being a band when you were on Twin Tone back in the 80s than it did when you were a major label artist in the 90s. A lot more DIY, a lot more ground level activity, and probably closer to the fans than you've ever been.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, and I guess it's kind of a circular thing, but it's all familiar territory, so
Right.
It's not, nothing really surprises me, no matter how fancy it is or how terrible it is. I've pretty much, seen it all at this point.
Soul Asylum is one of those bands, when people talk about Soul Asylum, it's usually followed with, oh my God, you got to see them live. Your reputation as a live band has been unfailing through all these years. What do you tour on the same set list? Do you mix it up night after night? I know a lot of things have to be there.
Yeah, we mix it up more than ever, actually. And Michael Bland,
Who's a force of nature behind the drums.
drummer extraordinaire, he's the greatest.
Former New Power Generation.
Mm-hmm.
Old school Minneapolis.
He makes the set list, so
He does, not you.
not me. And he also started paying attention to the internet. So he's just trying to psych out the fans and play something different every night, and just sort of based on what kind of feedback he gets and stuff. But yeah, I've never made the set list. I like to be surprised.
So does he try to fuck with you? Like pull out a song that he knows you won't remember the lyrics to?
He tries not to. He tries to make sure that I know what I'm doing, and yeah, he doesn't really let me get away with half-assing anything.
Weird question. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're of an age now where you're seeing some of your peers get inducted. Is that something you aspire to or have an interest in?
Not really. I mean, I think when we won Best New Band in Minneapolis, we tied with Husker Du, and both bands had been around for like 6 years or so, at least. And it just seemed like sort of a charade to me. So I made fun of it, kind of like, it's not a sport, The music is not supposed to be a competitive thing that you get a trophy for or whatever. Not to me anyways. But on the other hand, I've had only great experiences through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, I got to play with Lou Reed, I got to play with Iggy Pop, I got to meet Johnny Cash and Al Green and James Brown and all these people that I never would have met otherwise. So I can't really complain about it. So I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if we'll ever be eligible or whatever, but
You're perfectly happy floating on the periphery.
yeah, I'm an outsider, man.
That's right. That's rock and roll. It's punk rock. Speaking of the new album, the timing of the song "If I Told You" couldn't be better. We're sitting here in a car. It's 17 degrees outside in Chicago. I can't wait another day for summer to come. I miss the sun, something that I try to overcome. Dave Pirner, you're one of us.
Oh yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah, you're in New Orleans. You've been in New Orleans for a while.
I've been in New Orleans for 17 years, but now I'm back spending a lot more time Minneapolis due to a divorce. So I got a kid down there, and I still got a place down there. But yeah, this will be my second winter in Minneapolis.
Good time to go on the road. Get
Well,
out of town.
I mean, it's even colder here.
True.
I mean, we went to Dallas not that long ago, and it was colder than Minneapolis. But I try not to let the weather affect my sunny attitude. But it does. That song does play. It plays well in the winter.
Well, it is funny. Your songs have a brightness to them and kind of cheery, but lyrically, like the apocalypse figured into the last album, the end of the world. So I kind of like putting that medicine in the sweetness that you do. You've got kind of up-tempo stuff, and you're getting kind of heavy and dark.
That's right.
You've got the yin and yang.
The world is coming to an end, so it's time to party.
There are times when I think, you know what, just let the asteroid come. We're asking
Right?
for it.
I mean,
Bring it on. All right, I know you're about to turn into a pumpkin. I have to return you to sound check. Dave Pirner of Soul Asylum. Soul Asylum tonight at Metro. As previously mentioned, an incredible live band. Hometown favorites, local age, an enduring, fantastic band opening up. They're currently on the road with Soul Asylum. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for jumping in the car.
thank you, man.
I know it's a little weird.
We're going to record a record in here.
It's relatively soundproof, unless a fire truck goes by. All right, thank you for doing this.
Thanks, man.
Carco & Carne, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Soul Asylum, they rule the new album out in April. The book is out now, right?
Yep. Yep. I've seen it. I signed it.
All right, read the book. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm going to make this stop.